Aniushkania, and in this video I'm going to show you how to break a 3D chest pawn. The first step that we have to do is to activate the Self Fracture add-on, which you can find on Edit and Preferences in Blender. Now I'm moving the pawn a little bit up so that I can define the height from which I will release the pawn to break. And now I will select the checkerboard and add a passive rigid body to it. I will increase the friction to 1, and this passive rigid body will define the collider to which the chest pawn will collide with. Press F3 and type Self Fracture, and this will enable the Self Fracture add-on. I will leave all of the default settings on and I will just press OK. Now my chest pawn is divided into 100 different pieces. And now we have to add an active rigid body to each one of them. Also remember to increase the friction to 1. Now go to the scene properties and to the rigid body world settings and activate the split impulse check. This will prevent the particles from flying away together. Now don't forget to also go to the rigid body settings and copy from active. This will make all the 100 pieces have the same rigid body active property and make them fall with the simulation. Move all the 100 pieces to a new collection called Pieces. Right-click on the collection and press the Instance to Scene button. We need this option because we want to enable and disable the visibility of the pieces and of the original chest pawn so that we can not see the cracks at the beginning of the animation and then make them visible at a certain time in our timeline. To enable or disable the visibilities, we have to go to the Object Properties, to the Visibility tab, and there we have the Visibility and Render options. We can add the respective keyframes and configure them on our timeline to show where we want the pieces to disappear or where we want our chest pawn to appear. We can also configure the length of our animation. I'm changing it to 67 frames. Now I'm going to the output properties and specify the folder where I want each of my render images rendered and saved. And now we're going to render this animation in two parts. The first part will be when the chest pawn just hits the floor and where the cracks are not shown. And the second animation starting on frame 10 will be when the cracks are shown and the pieces are scattered through the surface. Once we have all of our images rendered, I'm going to Adobe Premiere Pro and I'm going to import the images as a sequence. I'm going to add both of the sequences, and that way I'm going to render this animation, and now I have the complete broken 3D chest pawn animation. I thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. But wait, do you want to join my Patreon and gain access to extra content from my YouTube files and more? From $1 a month, you'll get access to my Discord streams, to my YouTube files, Blender files, Photoshop files, and overall help me continue to support me and bring out more content like this to you every week. Thank you so much for your support!